Sure.
I want to make sure that this is like I said, you hear exactly what I'm saying, that everything's documented. I share with you all information pertaining to your client breach of contract, as well as him sharing information with my wife, who is not represented by your officers. I also have my mother reach out and gave you her number, which your client shared information with my mother, but my mother again has nothing to do with the situation. I also share with you the knowledge of that your client had continued an ongoing affair even after the contract being signed with my wife. After speaking to you directly in the office in front of Ms. Marshall, stating your client will not engage in any sexual activities with my wife. Your client will refrain from engaging with my wife outside the kids. You promised me in front of Ms. Marshall, as well as your client, that he would not engage in any physical activities with my wife. I have provided you with documentation as well as proof of recently that the affair has been going on even this year. I even provided you with proof of your client engaging with other extramarital affairs, including other females outside of my wife. That he also moved these women to the same area his wife lives in, but you expressed to me concern for his wife, omitting the fact that your client has had ongoing affairs with multiple women in the same area where his wife has lived. Also, that I myself have been to the strip club with your client and witnessed him bringing 2 girls, not 1 girl, home from the strip club and paying them for sex. I also explained to you that I have been affected by STDs, not once but multiple times by your client, and I provided you with documentation showing that your client, not only did your client admit to the other women he messed with, but him informing my wife that he has STD, as well as informing me that my wife informing me that I have STD from him having sex with other women. So, with that being said, Mr. Marshall, I understand that your job is to protect your client no matter what, but there's no way your client can be secure in the fact that he's a liar. He had been lying to his wife over 10 years. There's no way your client can be secure in anything, knowing that, like I said, like Mr. Marshall, I'm talking to you respectfully, and I'm saying this, like, I'm not yelling, I'm talking real calm. There's no way that your client could risk being brought to the media, because that's what it is. You're a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer. But the power your client has with governor connections and ties, and even in Nashville, period, it would make no sense for me to attempt to go to court without first letting the story be known, to take away from said power and expose him as a liar and deceitful sexual deviant he is. Because yes, your client is sexual deviant, and that is proven again, and he knows this to be true. The only thing that I'm guilty of is prior to going to college, being naive and not being aware of anything that was going on. My wife told me that your client was a family friend. Once he had a baby by my wife, I told him, and I showed you the screenshot, I want nothing. I want nothing from you, Mr. Herb Fritch. All I want you to do is be a man and step up to your responsibilities and tend to your child. He said, I will not. This man, who's prominent and philanthropist in the country, whatever he does, has documented proof of him saying he will not claim his own child that he knows is his. I stepped up. And instead of me being acknowledged for the person that stepped up to take responsibilities, I am known as a deadbeat. I cannot see the kids. And also, speaking of these contracts, thing you're saying, Mr. Harwell, you have produced a contract stating I have to keep my name birth certificate. Also, I can't dispute any allegations or anything going on with divorce, and I have respected that. And in the process of me respecting that, my wife is online posting pictures talking about she's marrying somebody else, knowing that we are still married, spreading defamation on my name. So here we go again. Like I said, Mr. Harwell, I know you're doing your job, but you have to see that your client is a liar. There's no way he can win in court. There's no way he can win in court. And I told you that I spoke to a lawyer, and the only thing the lawyer told me was, why didn't you see, and being real, like he told me, she said, why didn't you seek a counsel for yourself prior to signing this agreement? And I let it be known, I was flown out by your officers, told I had to sign. If I didn't sign, the offer would be taken away. I just recently graduated from college that your client paid for, who sent me away from my family after telling my wife, do not let him come home. I do not want him to come home. If you do let him come home, I will not be anywhere around. Matter of fact, here's $150,000 to buy a new house for you and your friends that I take care of too. I provided you with all these documentation. So the thing about it is, I don't understand why me as a person who's showing proof and providing every evidence showing that your client is irresponsible, inconsiderate person who doesn't think of his wife, who doesn't think of his family. The only reason he thinks of his wife and his family currently at this moment is because I'm asking for $2 million to go about my business to leave. But he had no problem buying Nikki a house. He had no problem buying Tiffany a house. He had no problem paying for girls' boob jobs. All these things that I know. And like I said, I do not wish to bring your client to light and be in the media of Black Twitter, Instagram, whatever, saying this person wronged me, and then everybody come out the woodwork from different strip clubs he's been to, different prostitutes he paid for, different things he has done that I'm not sharing with you because he don't want me to tell you these things because it's embarrassing to him. Things that I know firsthand. I'm admitting all these facts because I want to be treated fairly and equally. And knowing that he has paid $200,000, $300,000 for houses for people that he sleep with, including my wife, the respect for me is given that he only want to give me $20,000. He's so secure in being a liar and a fraud and manipulator and doing illegal business practices that he's willing to go the extra mile to avoid giving me $2 million, Mr. Harwell.
Hey, Frank, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you blame your wife at all, or you blame all of this total? Is the total blame on Herb?
Mr. Harwell, honest, no, I'm telling you, thank you for talking to me, Mr. Harwell. To tell you the truth, and I sent you a link to everything so you can see. It hurt my feelings to find out. I reached out to my wife. Remember at the conversation? And Mr. Harwell, if you got to go, let me know. But I want to tell you what led to this whole conversation. Miss Marshall told me to keep the peace between me and my wife. She had told me that. You can ask her. So everything I have done was to keep the peace between me and my wife. I asked my wife, can my daughter see her brother and sister? That's what started everything. Her reply to that was she doesn't have any brother or sister, and she started going into me about my mental health and you ain't nothing, you'll never be nothing, and glorifying her. I blame both of them. The reason why I blame both of them is because if you see from the text and the emails, I was the middle party between both of them. Herb said do one thing, Tiffany said do one thing. I was so down on myself, unworthy of love and no friends and feeling like I needed them in my life that I took the abuse from both of them. And for some reason, Ms. Aubrey, please mind me if I cry. For some reason, if you read each one of those emails, right, how come Tiffany and Herb is together, Mr. Harwell? I'm sorry, my voice, and all that. I'm sorry, I'm not yelling. But how come Tiffany and Herb is closer? How come I, who left my home, I haven't been arrested, Mr. Harwell. I haven't had abuses. I haven't had abuse on my record. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. I change. And what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm thank you for listening to me, in the process of me changing, I was naive to the way of the world. Period. I was naive to the way of the world. That $5,000 you gave me, or you give me a month, it goes to my car note, to my rent, to my insurance, to this, to that, to different things. Not even health insurance. I can't even afford health insurance because I didn't realize prior to getting my life together how much it costs to just live regular life as a regular human being. So when I reached out to Mr. Fritch, I used my leverage, because that's what I have is leverage to reach out to Mr. Fritch and say, Mr. Fritch, please just give me the $2 million. I understand, Mr. Harwell, that it is a lot. But given the circumstances of everything, Mr. Harwell, I'm promising you, everything that I went through with this guy, I used to pick up his girl from the airport. I used to go ride, do things for him, protect him. He'd go do, I'm just being real. Everything you could possibly think of relating to him, I did. When it comes to the kids, I babysit. I changed diapers. I was there. I left school numerous times. Well, after calling your client saying the kids are in danger, the kids are going to be taken into state custody, somebody needs to be there. Your client told me, don't do nothing, leave them alone. I didn't care about the money. I cared about my family, and I was willing to do anything to keep my family. In the process of me doing that, your client, I know he may not admit to you, Mr. Harwell, you're a lawyer. You can see through the lies. Your client, even after having me sign those contracts, took my wife to San Francisco and to Las Vegas and engaged in sexual activities with her. I sent you an email with my wife stating, before and after you, my baby father was in my life. Also, she stated, you think he would stop messing with me? He's never going to stop messing with me. We got kids together. She's telling on him. And the thing about it that you're going to laugh about in your own self, from her information, if I hated him, I could attack him and go hard based upon what she said, showing that he violated, showing that he is at fault. But the only thing, I'm telling you the truth, Mr. Harwell, I appreciate Mr. Fritch for sending me to college. He sent me to college so I could learn better, so I could know better. The reason why I'm so frustrated is because I can't, with the contract you gave me, Mr. Harwell, I try to get loans on my own, business loans. I'm not saying nothing about your contract, but I redacted everything, and I can't even get a loan based upon the payments I received from you, so I can do any type of business for myself. I did proposals. I did everything in my word and everything in my plans possible to try to get help to do my own business outside of asking Mr. Fritch for help. Once it came to me that he was still engaging in sexual activities with my wife, still taking trips, still doing the things he was doing, I said, you know what? If he feels so comfortable and so that he can still go have sex with my wife, knowing that we're still married, why can't I ask for $2 million to go on with my life? Mr. Harwell, I know he keeps saying non-starter. I even emailed him and texted him. I said it's not a non-starter. It's an NDA settlement non-starter, meaning that, yes, I'm going to use it for my business. Yes, I'm going to use it to better my life. I'm going to go to counseling. I'm going to go to health care. I'm going to do everything to make sure I could be a prominent member of society. So I would never contact him. Mr. Harwell, I'm really letting you know. I swear on my child, on my life, I got loud, that if he approved $2 million, that is enough for me to leave, find a new place to live. I found houses to go live to. I would never ever contact him if he wanted me to not contact Tiffany, even though that's the thing, Mr. Harwell, you on the phone. That's my wife, you know. I should be able to have some type of closure with my wife. But he's been so involved in my marriage that the closure between me and her is over. Me and her will never have closure. Me and her will never have understanding. The kids, I love them so much, but we've been so separated from each other that I don't even want to overstep boundaries with them, Mr. Harwell. I really want to not talk to you no more, not talk to him no more, change my phone numbers and everything, all the evidence that I showed you, all the proof that I showed you. I told Mr. Fritch I would purge it from my life, from my memory. If you wanted to see me take a hard drive or a computer and see me delete everything, you will see me go down the list, delete. But I hold on to everything because my name was on the birth certificate. The client didn't tell you, but he talked to Tiffany and he told my mother that he planned on letting her new boyfriend adopt the kids. Now, how was he planning on doing that, knowing that we have a contract through your offices that my name could never leave the birth certificate without telling me first, Mr. Harwell? So I'm saying, him and Tiffany still talk. Him and Tiffany still make plans. Him and Tiffany are still sleeping together. And because I had a contract, I can't say anything.
Right. So how long ago was it that you and Tiffany last lived together?
Last time Tiffany was sleeping with me when she came to visit me in Atlanta, and she came to have sex with me. That was last year, February.
I mean, the fact is that it's been a long time since you and she have lived together as husband and wife.
No. I showed you the emails. Tiffany came to see me last February, had sex with me in my house. I have pictures and everything showing you that. I look at the law 2-3 years, whatever. Every couple of months, Tiffany calls me. Tiffany called my child's mother and cursed her out. Tiffany sent me pictures of guns. Tiffany, I don't know why. I'm talking to you as a lawyer, so some friendly stuff. I don't know why Herb trusts Tiffany as much as he does. If you look at my text, Tiffany took those pictures. I'm just telling you the truth. Tiffany took those pictures. Some of those. Tiffany's the one that said, let's sue him. Tiffany's the one that know that Herb White worked at the food bank somewhere in Nashville. Tiffany been wanting to pull up on his wife. Tiffany want his wife to know the truth from the beginning. That's her plan. That's why she hates me, because I prevent her from seeking justice from him. But somehow, some way, they went around and got together closer. I had text from Tiffany. I have text with Tiffany this year. Tiffany asked me to put her kids on my health insurance, Mr. Harwell. Remember last year? I showed you the picture. She emailed me and texted me and said, "Put our kids on your health insurance." That was last year, and I did. And she broke me. A month later, I put the kids on my health insurance. Even though she gets so much money from you and Herb, she tells me, she asked me to put her on my health insurance. A month later, she got sick and raised my premium so much that I couldn't pay it because I'm on a budget every month. Tiffany loves me. Ask anybody. Nessa, how does my ex-wife really feel about me? You feel what I'm trying to say? No, the lawyer's on the phone talking to me. Nothing bad to say. I want him to know the interaction. He said Tiffany, like the sexual stuff. Everybody that witnessed everything says Tiffany really wants me. She's mad that she can't be with me. Oh, yeah. She's mad that
She's jealous. She's very jealous.
Yeah, she's mad that I moved on. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I can't move on because she's still married to me and she want to play games to control the marriage. I asked Miss Marshall, do I have to give her my DNA? I sent you a screenshot of that. Miss Marshall said, no, Mr. Monroe, don't ever give her your DNA for your client benefit. But she hates me because she wants me to give up my DNA so she can get your client DNA and put him on a birth certificate so she can get the money she wants from your client for child support. That's what she wants.
She wants to be a client.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's like, she gonna come to my house when I was at school. They're talking about domestic violence and abuse. The dude pictures I sent you to, he lived with Tiffany. He beat her up the whole time I was in college. Who did she run to, Mr. Harwell? She ran to me. She called me.
Frank, I hear your words. I understand what you're saying, and I've said to you before what I'm saying now. My job is to be a lawyer, and my job is to not make decisions about people's money or lives, but to communicate.
Yes, sir.
At one point in time, there was a conversation going on, and then all of a sudden, you determined that you were going to get a little bit more aggressive, and as a result of that, Herb talked to his wife and talked to the NHL. And so the fear and concern about this going public with them diminished. But then once his wife found out about it, she had a voice in it.
Mr. Harwell, Herb has sex with men. Now, I mean, he don't tell his wife everything. He have sex. He get girls talking about the butt. He didn't put out there. He don't tell you everything. You know, he can't tell his wife everything. Why? He tells his wife that Nikki lives 10 minutes down the street, and then on Sundays we go to the market. He don't go to the market. He stops by these girls' houses to have sex, and then goes back to see his wife without cleaning himself off. Did he tell his wife that? No, he didn't tell his wife that. So what would you make him believe? A deviant from 10 years of sexual aggression with young black women under the age of 21. Because my wife was 19 when he met her. You feel me? Under the age of 21, a 50-year-old white male, not saying, Mr. Aubrey, no racist though, a 50-year-old white male in power with multiple women all across the country he had sex with, from Houston, San Francisco, to New Orleans, to Nashville, that I have knowledge about. It's secure and being gone public because he told the NFL what? My fault, the NHL, his wife what? Oh, I had sex with this guy's wife, had 2 kids, and he wants $2 million so he can get his life together because he mentally have issues. He can't trust anybody. His family's all messed up. He need to get his life together. He wants $2 million so he can get his life together because he feels that in the process of 10 years, everything I accumulated was based upon a lie because I accumulated because I told everybody nothing about what I was really doing, while he dealt with every situation that I should have dealt with on his own. So did he tell the NHL that? No, he didn't tell the NHL that. Why would he? He can't. There's no way he can. There's no way he can tell NHL his wife the truth. Because if he did, he would lose everything and everybody because he would be untrustworthy. He would be known as a deviant. He'd be up there with Epstein and Trump right now because that's the same category he'd be placed in for what he did to me. So how can he be secure, Mr. Harwell? And no, my fault. I know you're talking, but as your company, you said over 40 years you've been in practice. 40 years you've been in practice. Now, the risk to you, let's talk as a lawyer. The risk that you're facing now is that if, you said false allegations, if I'm telling the truth, Mr. Harwell, you are representing a sexual deviant who will do anything to hide the truth, even lie to you, lie to his wife, lie to NHL. So, you go to court naive, like I was, not knowing who he is, defending every allegation, and I bring my wife, his girls into the courtroom with his wife, and I'd be like, where do you live at? How long do you live there? Who paid your rent? Who paid for you to get that house? Who did this? Who did that? What he's gonna say? And then, like I said, because of the stature of him in Nashville, his knowledge, because he's been to all these different places I told you about. And I said this in the email. Who's to say? Other females won't come out with other husbands and other child's fathers saying, he came to a strip club and made me do this. He made me do that. Oh, I can't believe it. Finally, I didn't even know his name. I remember him. He risked that by trying to act like he's comfortable. I know he's not comfortable. There's no way he can be comfortable. The only way he can be comfortable if he was a psychopath and didn't have no human emotion for anybody else. Because for him to be comfortable with have you looked at the pictures I sent you? He literally told my wife, do not let him come home. He told me, I do not want to claim these kids. He told my wife in the screenshot I sent you, Nikki gave me STD. Yes, sir.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is you're asking me to do.
Oh no, Mr. Harwell, you do understand. Mr. Harwell, you understand what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to think of your client's best interest. Like, that's what I told you as a friend. That's why I'm not raising my voice at you. I'm trying to really have you fill me out. I'm trying to really have you understand. I'm trying to let you know that I could go with a lawyer. The lawyer told me that I need 3 lawyers to go against you. You know that? I need a family lawyer. I need a family lawyer for Georgia. I need a lawyer for Tennessee. Then I need to sue my wife for breach of contract for our marriage. I need 3 different lawyers to go against you. Then I would have to go and seek help. That's why I said I would have to go public. It's not Mr. Harwell, I promise you, it's not a threat. Because I know what I know about Mr. Herb Fritch, I would have to go public to get help because I don't have the finances. My daughter and me going to be in the street. I would have to go public and let everybody know the truth of who he is. And even though he says he told NHL his wife the truth, that's a lie. That's a lie. All he does is lie. There's no way you can say he's not a liar when he lies for 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not asking you to, lie to me and say, you know what, Mr. Monroe, I can make it happen. But I want you to understand me. Like I said, you can see me right now. You see I'm on my knees right now. And it's not to you saying, white stuff. No, it's not that. I've been praying. I've been praying for this conclusion. With this money, I can go. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to go because I said that. I can go get my house, pay my rent for a couple of years. I can get me a money management person who will help me manage my money. I can get my license for my business that I want to open up. And you see the law just passed by Congress. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Harwell. Talk to you about it. Congress just decriminalized marijuana. So my dream is becoming more and more reality of something I can make profit off of. But if I don't have the finances, I can't make the dream a reality. So I understand that he may not believe in it, but I can do it myself. I can take care of myself. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you, in your entire life, all the years you've worked, made $2 million total?
Mr. Harwell, I'm on record label.
You understand that even
Mr. Harwell, you understand that your client came into my life and stopped everything I was doing. I was the top artist in the country. I was one of the top artists in Nashville. I opened up a major act. I had promise. I could have been with Rock Nation and Young Money. You feel me? I'm being real with you. I'm one of the top people, period, in my industry. And when I met your client, it stopped everything I was doing. So your justification of you always do that. Oh, do you feel like you're worth? Yes, I'm worth more than $2 million based upon the interaction of your client in my life. Based upon the interaction of your client who's worth billions, allegedly, for my wife, $2 million is the interaction of my life. Nobody told him to tell my wife, don't let him come home. Nobody told him to tell my wife, so-and-so gave me STD. Nobody told him to sleep with my wife. He has a wife he loves, right? He has kids he loves, right? He has grandkids he loves, right? So why is he still sleeping with my wife?
Frank, I hear you, and I understand you. The point is, I do not make the decisions. Those decisions are made by clients. And my client has told you that $2 million is a non-starter. I've got to tell you, Frank, $2 million is a heck of a lot of money, okay? And I can get you some $15,000 or $20,000. I can't. He's not going to give you $2 million, no matter what you say.
He will give me He will. I mean, like I said, one way or another, he's gonna give me $2 million. After this conversation with you, it will really be our last. I told you I have to move by the end of the week. $20,000 gonna help me do anything. You gave me $100,000 before with the signing contract with my wife, and that's another thing, Mr. Harwell. And it's not for you to be offended, but it's like you in court with the contract that you've made. Your office is made with my wife and his name on it. That right there is going to be some explaining for you to do, because it's like, what is that contract really pertaining to? You don't represent my wife. So you're telling me that I have to keep my name on birth certificates for him. I can't call or speak to my wife for him. I can't do this for him. Why? Why can't I do that for him? So he can keep on seeing my wife? The agreement never said he would have a sexual relationship with my wife. It just said I have to step back. And I stepped back. So why did he keep a sexual relationship with my wife? It doesn't make any sense. And then you have to explain the contract you created for somebody you don't represent, because I have a screenshot of the email you sent saying, Mr. Monroe, we don't represent your wife. But Ms. Marshall called me pertaining to a situation that referred to my wife exactly. And I have a screenshot for that too. So again, you say you don't lie, you call me a liar, but how can Ms. Marshall call me in regard to somebody that your office don't represent? how can you make a contract in regard to somebody your officers don't represent? And how can, therefore, I stick to the contract with, what's those terms? Outlandish terms. It's hard to stick to when the person that's on the contract is not even aware of the term set. But let's wait. They are aware of the term set because of your client, who shouldn't have said anything, told them. And why is he at liberty to tell people my business?
Hey, Frank,
Yes, sir.
let me ask you a question. Did Herb send you to college?
Yep. Give me away. I had to tell my wife to let me go home. I have twins.
Does that mean anything? Does that mean anything?
Oh yeah, that means that I won't put him in the spotlight as a sexually deviant. Tell the word he's gay. He got to stay with the women across the country. That's what that means. That's what that means. That's what that means. After years of destroying my life, Mr. Harwell, you said it's not race. I'm gonna believe you. You say it has nothing to do with racism, Mr. Harwell. Mr. Harwell, let me talk. You said it's not racism. This white guy has $9 million because his wife had an affair. The other white guy got $2 million because his wife had an affair. Another one got $750K because his wife had an affair. This woman got $5 million because her husband had an affair. What color are they? White. White. This has been going on for 10 years, and it's still going on. The baby my wife may have may be his. And I'm going to tell you something about that. You can tell your client. Her boyfriend was married for 7 years. He didn't have any kids with his wife of 7 years. There's a good chance that this baby my wife has now may be his. So what are you going to do now? She's married to me. So what is he going to do now if the baby comes out white, her dude leaves, the one he told her to be with, and then I see and she contacted me saying he left because I had her baby again? What are you going to think I'm doing then? I got to take it in because we have a contract?
Frank, you're entitled to your opinion about what he owes you.
Mr. Harwell, it's not an opinion. You said you...
We can't both talk at the same time, but
I'm not going to talk. The conversation being recorded too, I told you, so you're not talking at the same time. I'm listening to everything you're saying, so go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
I want to hear you justify your client of a 10-year liar, having an affair with multiple women, giving me STDs more than once. You know I was in a mental hospital, right? You know I was committed, right? You know I went to rehab, right? Why? I had nervous breakdowns. I couldn't stop crying in Nashville. Why couldn't I stop crying? I'm paranoid. I'm scared. I want my life back. And I'm asking you to give me my life back, and you're sitting here telling me how the person who destroyed my life has the right to tell me what I can and can't get, even though he amassed all his wealth based on a lie that he only could have concocted with me being involved.
Frank, I don't know exactly what you expect me to do. I have done the best job I can communicating what you said to my client, communicating what he says back.
And the peace between us, I'm gonna tell you, the peace between us, whatever you talking about you can't sign or you can't send, please send that. But please don't ask me to sign no contract waiving more rights like you did. It's not fair. It's not fair. I have to get my life together. I got things I got to attend to through this holiday season. They ain't that backed up and I'm moving, and you're not going to know my address. I understand. That's another thing, too, the lawyer told me. You say you're not trying to control me or watch me, but you can never direct deposit the check. I can't go anywhere. I can't live my life. I can't do anything because I have to be here on a certain day for a check. Why? Because y'all said so. I'm trying to end all that. I want to go and make my own decisions on my own life. That's what I'm trying to do. Your client, I proved to you. You've seen the screenshot. Don't let him come home. I don't want to claim the kids. You have an STD. Frank, I promise to take care of all your financial troubles if you do what I say. That's everything I showed you. And now you're trying to tell me because he told his wife after 10 years that in the NHL, after 10 years, and you see me at the hockey games, right? You see me at the NHL hockey games. You know he was there with his wife too, right? I seen his wife. His wife seen me plenty of times. She pointed it out. That's how much your client, proven, doesn't care about his family, to invite his mistress and her husband to the same game him and his wife is at. But you really talking about he can go to court and be secure? How do you explain that to the judge about trust and loving your wife? You care that much about your wife, you show strangers where she at and where she be at and what she does? That's what I'm trying to say to her. Well, all I really want you to do is understand that I don't blame you. That's what I'm talking to you now. I don't blame you. I blame him and I blame her. Yes, I blame both of them. That's why I want to give them their peace, because they're not going to stop Mr. Harwell. I mean, really, they're not going to stop hanging around each other. Until Mr. Fritch died, he's going to still keep seeing my wife. He still keep messing with her. I know that for a fact, because he hasn't stopped yet. So that's why I'm saying that I just wanted $2 million to go and live my life. I understand it's a lot of money. You haven't seen blah, blah, blah. I know you in your position, you feel you can say these things to me. But that's why I would appreciate it more, because it would help me with my life and get back on track. The same way I'm asking for $2 million, you're talking about why this and third. In the same way your client, who had nothing to do with my life, decided to make decisions for me. He made decisions for my life without my permission. He made decisions with my wife that included my life without my knowledge. How is that okay, Mr. Harwell?
Frank?
Ask your question, Mr. Harwell. You represent the client. Ask your question. You asked me a question. You said $2 million a lot. Did I ever see $2 million? I told you no, but I could have made it when I was doing my music before I met them. But I'm asking you the same question back to you, because I asked your question. How is your client justified in dictating my life for the past 10 years and making decisions of my life without my permission, without letting me know?
Frank, I hear you. I think I may understand you in addition to hearing you, but
Yes, sir.
These are issues for you to determine and for Herb Fritch to determine. And he has said $2 million is a non-starter, okay? So I don't know what I...
Mr. Harwell, you got to understand, I'm laughing right now because he's being stupid. I sent you that text. Him not giving me that $2 million, his legacy, all that Doolittle studio and all the stuff he did, and the plaques and all that, they're not going to hand them plaques up. He'll die knowing that he'll lose everything he built in his legacy. If he feels that confident and he wants to risk that, then that's stupid on his part. But I'm telling you, he has no wins. And you, in your situation, and knowing what I'm telling you, I wouldn't even represent him anymore. Because you're going to go there to court and you're going to see everything I'm showing. And then if I have to get these lawyers, I'm in Atlanta. If I had to get these lawyers and these black lawyers to you know how, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Harwell, I'm just telling you the truth. Me hiring these black lawyers, even white lawyers, because of the situation, they're going to go to the media. Let's just shine a light on this. Let's expose him. And I'm telling you, that's the conversation in Nessa. Is that what the lawyer said to me? And the lawyer said the only way I could get
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Frank, I want to make one thing clear, okay? And I say this with respect, all right?
Yeah.
If you think you can scare me or intimidate me to make me do something different, you're absolutely, totally wrong, okay? I have been through things. I've been through.
You're recorded. You're recorded. You're being recorded. Go ahead.
Frank, I have had experiences you've never had.
All right,
I can tell you this, you don't cause me to have any anxiety, so if you want to play some kind of a game with me, play it, but don't pull that on me.
Oh, what game? I have anxiety because of you.
Well, you're suggesting somehow you can intimidate or scare me?
Ooh, no, you intimidate me. No, you intimidate me.
I've taken on people that have a lot of ability and a lot of things in the courtroom. If you do this, you do it, okay? We'll battle it out in the courtroom, but you're not acting very smartly.
I'm not. Why am I not? No, elaborate.
Right, you're beginning to sound really emotional.
I'm acting emotional now, Nessa? I'm not even saying nothing. Elaborate. You called me false allegations. Name one of my allegations that's false. Prove it. Answer that question.
Frank, you can handle things in life. Frank.
What?
You can handle things in life.
So Harwell, you are being recorded as well as I am. So when you're saying I'm yelling and I'm being emotional,
you're wearing me out.
I told you the conversation being recorded from the beginning. So everything you're saying is being documented. So understand that if you're saying I'm doing something, I'm not doing it, it only shows how you're perceiving me and how you're carrying yourself. So keep on doing that. Now, please tell me what allegations I made that was false. And I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm trying to not be intimidated and be scared for my life from you, from Herb, from Tiffany, from Nikki, from his wife, from Houston, from every other woman he messed with. They can call and tell anything about me, what she does in Pillow Talk. I'm scared for my life. Why would I intimidate you, a powerful white man with law officers who have police connects and judge connects? How can I intimidate you? Never. All I can do, and I was trying to tell you, is take away from the power. As the lawyer told me, or you got defensive. I'm sharing with you what the lawyer told me. She said you have to take away from the power. Be careful, because these type of people will do anything to hide their secrets. Talking about your client, not you. So you got defensive and started yelling at me, trying to defend your 40 years. I know you've been in law for 40 years. You being in law for 40 years is why I signed that contract that you forced me to sign 2 years ago. Because if you didn't know what you know, I would have been intimidated by you under duress signing that contract, because I signed it under duress.
Frank, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You signed an agreement. You've been paid under that. If you think you can convince the court to set aside that agreement, you're entitled to do that if you want to try it, okay?
You said, which agreement? The one with my wife and Herb, or the first one? Which one? Which one? I'm asking. The second one that with Tiffany's name on it and Herb's name on it, talking about their affair, or the first one? Which contract you're pertaining to that you're secure about? Hello?
Why don't you do this? Why don't you fire off one more text message to Herb? Say, Herb, I've talked to Mr. Harwell. I want $2 million. He says you make the decision. Let him tell you what his decision is. Okay?
Mr. Harwell, can I say something, Mr. Harwell? I've been doing that. I told him as a man, call me directly so we can handle this between ourselves. My mother talked to her 2 weeks ago. The client called my mother and talked to my mother about everything. And I told her to please talk to me directly, that I don't want to be rude to you. I apologize. I sent you the screenshot so you can see me saying that to your client, Mr. Harwell. And even now, I'm gonna be humble and I'm gonna apologize to you because I don't know why you feel like I'm being offensive to you. I don't know why you don't understand the words from my mouth. Your client is an evil human being, period. It's no matter what he says to you, how much he pays to you, would take away from the 10 years of pain that he caused my life, Mr. Harwell. I swear to God, I'm telling you. And if he was a man, he can call me and we can talk this out. Me and him can settle this right now and we have no issue. But he's not that person. He's a coward. He hides behind his money and his finances, and he preys on young women. It's proven. When it comes to him stepping up and being a man about his choices, he runs. I told your client 8 years ago, tell your wife, Fritch. Kush, I call him Kush, right? So nobody knows his name. You heard me say his name plenty of times, right, Nessa? Kush. Why I call him Kush? Because we smoke blunts together. Am I to tell you true? Me and him to smoke plenty of blunts together. You know what I mean? Laughing and joking. He gonna hit a blunt like 2 or 3 times. He can't hang, you know what I mean? That's how me and him was cool. So I told him, I said, Mr. Fritch, tell your wife, you got money. Why you can't tell your wife? I mean, if I had the wealth like you had, the position you was in, I would just claim the kid. I would tell my wife. Then you come off as a martyr, like you're doing something great. You make your mistake, and your wife acknowledged that. She accepted you for you are. He said, I can't do that. That was 8 years ago. He can't do that. So what I'm saying is, I'm paying for this of another person. And instead of, and I'm not threatening you, Mr. Harwell, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying it would be easy. Look how you talk. I mean, real, my baby mom saying, look how you talk. You got swag. He want to hire you if you don't have swag. You don't got to tell me the truth. You have confidence. You know what you're doing. You have connections. I'm not saying it would be easy. It will be extremely hard. But knowing that it's going to be extremely hard, I would have to do everything in my power to expose your client. Then it will lead a whole bunch of, like you said, litigation, different stuff. Years later, months later, it would cause so many problems for both of us that I am willing to talk to him, commit to what I'm saying, and I do want the $2 million. Mr. Harwell, I swear to God, if you lived my life and you understood what I'm going through, I'm outcast from my family, my friends. I can't talk to my friends. This is a new beginning for me, Mr. Harwell. This is a new beginning for me. I want to actually go live my life, take care of my daughter here in the background, and be somebody. I'm really trying to explain that to you so you understand. And if Mr. Fritch could take himself out of what he did and be like, you know what? I'm going to help him. I would be grateful for him helping me. And that's it. It's not coming back. It's not Tiffany. Even if him and Tiffany, I'm not saying I'm knowledgeable, I'm telling you the truth, but even if him and Tiffany kept doing what they were doing, Mr. Harwell, I wouldn't care because he actually looked out for me and let me go on my own life. Him and Tiffany have tied up my life for too long, Mr. Harwell, and I just want to be treated fairly based upon my circumstances and given a chance to live my life apart from them. They've been on trips. Mr. Harwell, he bought my baby mom trips, cars. He bought her like 4 or 5 cars. He take her on trips. All her boyfriends go on the same trips. You feel me? He go to last every year fishing. I know he does. He go his family on trips and do different things. Everybody living their life and having fun, and I'm working, trying to make something and me and roll out to every turn.
Right. You take the position he sees you unfairly.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate your opinion. You take the position that somehow that justifies $2 million. He's not willing to do that, okay? So I don't know what it is you're wanting me to do, but that's not my judgment to decide. That's his judgment, okay?
So Mr. Harwell, So what is my options? Like I'm emotional now because thank you, baby. Thank you. What are my options? After everything I've been through, I mind myself. After everything I've been through, what are my words? Huh?
Right.
I'm listening. I just want to hear Mr. Harwell tell me. I'm listening. What are my words?
What is it that you want me to do?
Tell me what I'm worth.
Say again?
Tell me what I'm worth. Tell me. You know better than everybody know better than I'm sorry. Tell me. Just tell me.
So $2 billion is not an option. Like, there's an issue with this
Right.
Just tell me.
What is he willing to do?
What you're worth has nothing to do with this conversation. To your family, you're worth unbelievable amount of whatever, all right? I mean, you're asking me to tell you something that I don't have the ability to tell you, okay? And anybody that says they do is wrong. All I'm saying is this. He makes the judgment. I don't. He said to you, it's a non-starter, $2 million, okay?
Excuse me, I have a question.
Okay.
What is the issue with the non-starter? Hi, Mr. Harwell. I'm Frank's child's mother, the recent one.
How are you today?
Oh no, I'm good. I just keep hearing that there's an issue with this non-starter. Like, the $2 million is a non-starter. What's the issue with it? Like, I don't know. I understand it's a lot of money, but like, what's the issue with it?
This whole thing is very sad and very tragic from a lot of people's perspective. But what Frank wants is to put a $2 million price tag on something, and Herb has said he's not going to put a $2 million price tag on it. It's a non-starter, so I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do differently than I'm doing it.
From what I hear, you are a great lawyer, and I know you don't make decisions, but I know you could, like, you give advice. You're a lawyer. You give advice, so you could advise your client like.
Right. You tell them what you witnessed while you were in school. You tell them like my interaction and you tell them things I did. You tell them.
Okay, here's what I've witnessed. I've been in the picture since like June 2014, and all I witnessed was this man dropping everything he's done, everything he's doing just to help Tiffany. And I would even tell him, like, why. I know it's his wife. I would tell him, like, why you're going to drop everything. Do you know what you're risking, your school and everything? Like, because if you miss a day at our school, then that's pretty much it. And he would do it. He just drop everything and go help her. And then Tiffany would act like he did nothing. Like, you didn't have to come. I shouldn't have called you. Why'd you come? Like, it's ridiculous. She would be so ungrateful. Like, and then after, even still, like, I would tell him, like, you're crazy to do this. Like, you are crazy in love. Like, you're really crazy in love because no man on earth would be doing half the stuff that you're doing, especially when it comes to another man's kids, you know? Like, wow. And from there, all I witnessed was Frank doing good. Frank doing real good, doing for himself, trying to change his life around. And I see his wife abusing him verbally, like, and mentally, like, you're not nothing, you're never going to be nothing, I never really loved you, I love this guy. Like, wow. After all the stuff you've done for her, this is how she treats you, and she won't divorce you? Like, she told him to divorce? Like, why? It's ridiculous. So, like I said, no man on earth that I know of, at least, will not be doing half the stuff Frank's doing for even for their own kids. Like, it's ridiculous.
Let me go.
And from what I witnessed, I know this guy, he's been in the game for like years. He's been earning millions before Frank, but it's like after he met Tiffany and got pregnant with her, it's like, yeah, Frank's not the reason for his success, but it's like how far he would have gone without him. Because if Frank didn't do what he did, I can see the type of woman Tiffany is. She would have gone after. She would have gone after your client and his wife.
Tell him how long to the husband. Tell him how long to your husband.
And oh my gosh, this man is so damaged. Like, it took me like into 2016 to actually really hug him. and I know him for 2 years before then. Like, it's crazy. So,
Mr. Harwell, whatever y'all want to do, can you just tell me so I just know? I get it. He has the power. He has everything, and I'm nobody. So can I just know? I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
Frank,
He walked out the room.
Frank, this is such an emotional discussion. Let's break this off and talk in a day or two, okay?
Yeah, he walked out the room. But if you can, Mr. Harwell, if you could please have your contact Frank in some way or form, because it really is those two that need to have a conversation. I understand you're the lawyer, you're the middleman, you just advise your client, and then you relay your client's messages to Frank. I understand. But if you can please just advise your client to reach out to Frank.
I'm grateful for your understanding. The point is that the original contract was negotiated for a long time. The contract was drawn, it was signed, it was entered into. Herb lived by the contract. And then all of a sudden things went south and Frank now wants $2 million. Herb says that's a non-starter. I understand why he says that. I think I understand why Frank says he's entitled to more, but I don't agree with him, and when I say I don't agree, he says I'm not a good person. He's entitled to say that, but I would love to see this come to a peaceful ending. Okay, I don't know how to make that happen.
Mr. Harwell, I've been looking at houses. I've been looking at places to live with my family, and now I'm not gonna have that because, and I'm okay. Okay, I just want to know what you want to do.
So you've been looking at houses, or new houses, you mean?
Yeah, we have to go. Been looking at houses because we actually have to leave from our current location. That's why he's been really stressing about this because we have a newborn daughter. He's just stressing and obviously nobody wants to be in the streets, so that's why he's really, really stressing about it now.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will communicate with Mr. Fritch. If he changes his mind, if he decides he's willing to pay $2 million, I'll be back in touch. But I can tell you all, I don't think that's going to happen, okay? But I will certainly tell him what you all have said, and that he can make his own decision. I don't think he's going to do it.
I understand. Like you're saying, he's been saying no this entire time. He's gonna stick with that hard no. I understand. Just please communicate with him and figure out what he's willing to do. Because this $2 million is not happening. I can see it. So whatever he's willing to do, just let us know, please. But I do believe that your client and Frank really do need to have a serious conversation.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion. My client feels very strong he has a binding agreement and that he lived by it, and now this comes out of the blue, so he has a different perspective, okay?
I understand that. Well, there's a lot of different perspectives and point of views. I understand.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Like when we're not going, I told you to go. Stay away from me.
You're not messing up another family of yours.
This shit would be different.
Like I can't understand you.
No, I don't. I know, Mr. Harwell, y'all win. Like you said, I can't afford to be battle with you. I'm not smart as y'all. I don't have nobody in my corner except for Nessa. So it's like, whatever y'all gonna do. So.
Well, if he changes his mind, I'll let you know, okay?
Thank you.
So that's that, right? So everything, just for everything that I'm trying to do, I don't even know. So good. I didn't do anything wrong. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what's the next step, Mr. Harwell? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I said, what's the next step? So I
don't know the answer to that. Frank, you are stuck on $2 million. Herb is stuck on saying it's a non-starter, so I don't know what's next, okay?
Mr. Harwell, do you know what his issue is, like, with the non-starter?
Ma'am?
Do you know what his issue is with the non-starter?
Because it's a good plan. It's a great business plan.
$2 million. Herb told Frank that $2 million was a non-starter about 2 or 3 weeks ago, okay?
Yes, I know, and I showed it to us. You know, I'm a business graduate, I got my bachelor's degree, and I understand what a non-starter is, but that wasn't the reason for no. He said he don't believe in the industry, even though everybody else in the same area they're already made back their initial investment. It's a 300% growth rate every year in the industry. So he literally just doesn't want me to have the money so I could do something for myself.
I will communicate with him. If he changes his mind, I'll let you know, but I can tell you it's not going to happen, okay?
It's a holiday, so I have to leave by the end of the week. This week. So I have no finance to do nothing. I have no way to prepare for anything. I just have to wait, right?
What you're going to do, if you continue this battle, he's going to cut off the monthly payments to you, okay? Because his position is you're in breach of the contract, whether you like it or not.
He already breached the contract,
Right.
Mr. Harwell.
Right.
What about his punishment? He breached the
Right.
contract. What is he? No, I'm asking you. He breached the contract. So what is his punishment for doing that?
I don't remember his promising to have no contact with your wife being in the agreement. Is that in the agreement?
I came in there and I asked you directly if you're going to be involved in my personal affairs, my wife, and my kids. You looked at me, you shook my hand and said no. You said it's over in front of Miss Marshall, and now you're telling me that you don't remember him.
Right.
Now you say you don't remember him saying, so that means that you are aware that he was still engaging with my wife this whole time?
Frank, I hate to do this, but given the fact that it's 4:14 and I have another matter at 4 o'clock, I'm going to talk to her, but I'm going to ring off now, okay, sir?
In all honesty, there was a time I would have did anything for my ex-wife and those kids, to raise them as my own, to be there for them. I'm not perfect. Yes, I'm flawed, but my past does not define me. These individuals are wrong. You heard, you saw, I begged, I pleaded. They played mind games, groomed me, narcissism, gaslighting. I show facts and proof. Please help me fight back and hold those accountable the right way. See me as I am, not as they present me to be. Thank you for your time.